Today I'm going to explain the swing trading strategy that made me over $10,000 in just under 3 weeks, starting with just a $500 risk. When I first started trading over 6 years ago, I tried countless methods, smart money concepts, supply and demand, even breakouts on the smaller time frames. And after 2 long years of struggling to become a profitable trader, I realized the most profitable trading is when you keep it as simple as possible. Nowadays, I take a couple of trades per week, repeat the same setups over and over, and my results have improved drastically. The best part is that it's extremely simple and easy to follow. Anyone watching this video can replicate the exact steps that I take on a weekly basis. And it is exactly what I used to get to my first $10,000 trading month. And right here, I'm going to expose the full strategy that I used, as well as a live example towards the end of this video so you can see it applied to the real markets. Make sure to stick through the whole video until the end so that way you can take everything and start applying it right away. Let's get into it. Okay, so just in the past 17 or 18 days, we've made around $10,700. Now, I could have obviously made a lot more than this, but the reality is that I started off with a $500 risk and I've been slowly working my way up. I went up to 1K risk after winning my first 1 to 3 on a $500 risk. I went up to about a $1,000 risk. Then I went up to a $1,500, then $2,000, $1,200, $1,500, and etc. Now we're up to our $2,200 risk, which was our last trade. So we're up 10,000 on this, but what's most important here is looking at our win rate, over 70% win rate. Our average win compared to our loss is 2 times greater, 1.94 to be exact. We have a profit factor of 4.84. This is a very good number. It was a lot higher before I took this recent loss, but this is a more realistic number because obviously we were on a winning streak, so that was skewing this number significantly. And we are up 10.6K in a very nice uptrending P&L, especially because we started off with a losing trade. And I started this account only 18 days ago, starting with a $500 risk, just to prove that it wasn't luck. And the best part is that this is a simple rule-based strategy that is very easy to follow. Nothing in this video is going to be extremely difficult at all. So the first part, this is one of the most important parts to start off on. We have 3 main timeframes that we're going to be using. The daily chart right here, then we're gonna go down into the 4-hour time frame, and then the 1-hour time frame. Each one of these time frames serves a very specific purpose, and you need to use every single one of them before you enter a trade. If you enter a trade looking at only the 4-hour and the 1-hour, you are missing vital information for your trades. And same thing, if you enter only on the daily and only on the 4-hour, you are missing very important information on the 1-hour chart. So here's what we actually use each of these time frames for. The daily time frame is for the direction. So you want to know where the market is going, and I like to look at the past 5 to 10 daily candles in specific, sometimes the past 15 candles, but you essentially want to look at what's been happening the past week or two, where is the market going, and ideally, if you're going to enter in long, the daily candle also is a bullish candle, right? Because you want that current day's momentum to be in your favor. It does make the trade a lot more likely to work out. And then the 4-hour time frame, the purpose of the 4-hour time frame is to identify the market structure. You especially want to be marking the lows and the highs of the market, so that way you have a very objective way of knowing where the market is going to go. You have your areas of support, your areas of resistance. That way you can mark your key levels, and you also know how likely it is for it to come down and then come right back up once it does pull back. This is what we're doing on the 4-hour time frame. This is very important. And then the 1-hour time frame is what we're going to be using for our entries. Specifically, we want to look for some type of entry confirmation like this. For example, you have a series of indecision candles. You can have indecision candles. You can also have wicks, or you can have simply an engulfing candle on the 1-hour time frame. Any one of these confirmations is going to serve you very, very well. You have a number 1, number 2, number 3. Any one of these. That's why this is kind of an updated video. I made a video like this about a year ago. If you guys want, you should definitely check it out. It's my most viewed video. But I am updating a couple of things, such as my entry confirmations. If you do see a series of engulfing candles, that's a very strong signal. If you see a series of indecision candles, you can also use that. That is a new concept. So here are the rules that you definitely want to follow if you're going to be trading with this strategy. You definitely want to only enter in if price makes some type of rejection wick. This could be after an engulfing candle. It could also be with the indecision, but you need to have a wick going against the direction that you expect the market to be bouncing off of. So if you're expecting the market to bounce off of support, you need to see the wick before entering in. If not, you have no confirmation that the market's going to go there. Don't buy if the current daily candle is red, and don't sell if the current daily candle is green. So don't go against where the current daily candle is going. I need to do better at following this rule because I've noticed that I've had a couple of losses recently because I haven't followed this rule. And every time that I follow the rule, my win rate becomes a lot higher. So definitely this one's very important. And last, take trades when there is a clear trend and exit out of the trade if the trend stops. Okay, so here that we're in the live markets, let's break down what you actually want to see. So for example, this is a trade that I took on Euro NZD earlier in the last couple of weeks. And this was a very beautiful position, and it actually continued to go a lot higher than where I thought. This is a great execution of the strategy. So let's go on the daily chart. What do we have here? We have a consistent bullish market on the daily chart. So now we have our direction. Just like I talked about here, the daily time frame is for the direction. So once we establish that, then we can go down into the 4-hour time frame, and then you start marking your market structure. And that is why you see these yellow circles on my screen. You have a low, you have another higher low, and another higher low here. This is what shows you that the market is trending up. From there, we can reasonably expect that the next time it pulls back like this is going to be the next higher low just like this, and it's going to consistently go right back up just like it did all of these times in the past. Because if something continues to happen over and over, it's more likely to keep happening. That's just common sense. So that's kind of like the concept that we're taking advantage of here by finding a predictable structure on the 4-hour. And then on the 1-hour time frame, what are we looking for? We're just simply looking for some type of wick rejection. Here we didn't get a very strong confirmation until after I was already in the trade. I definitely took a very aggressive entry on this one because I was very confident, but we still ended up getting that wick rejection, and then the next market, the next candle did go bullish. So that's how you have the 3 time frames all aligning to show you the same type of thing. As you see, this was a very, very nice trade. Could have made a lot more on this one, but this is a trade that we took, and we made about 4.9K on this trade right here. So one thing that's very important to note is that in the live markets, the market structure is not always going to be so perfect as I broke down in the example. It's not always going to look like this, where the specific point of where the lows are is also where the highs are. This is not always going to look like this. So we have to get used to reading the market and knowing what it's going to do, even when it doesn't look as predicted, or even if it doesn't look exactly as we think it will be. Sometimes it will look a little bit different. For example, here we had a leg up, then a leg down, up, and then down. Notice how this low actually went lower than the previous low. So you might see that and think this is a bearish market now. This is starting to go down, but it's actually not, because if you look at the extreme lows and if you zoom out, this is what you have to do. You have to zoom out and look at the overall picture of what is happening. You'll see that we're actually still bullish because of the extreme lows. So when the market is doing its intraday structure like this, it's sometimes very important to not get confused by these intraday lows and highs. Let's see if I could draw it here so you guys can see. I'm going to put a different color on it. Let's mark them in orange. Everything that I'm marking in orange are the intraday lows and highs. You'll see how this can get very confusing if you're looking at these, but if you look at what I'm going to mark in pink, down here and down here, these are the extreme lows, and that's what shows you that we are still bullish. even though on a smaller time frame you might get confused. And this is really the beauty of this strategy. The fact that we are trading on the higher time frames is what gives us such a big edge, because the smaller time frames, anything beneath the 1 hour chart, is filled with noise. And this is what causes traders to lose. Now, another live example here for you guys, so you guys can really dial in this and go apply it into the real markets. It's Euro JPY. This is a trade that I took and made me $2.9 thousand, and we're gonna break it down right here. Okay, so let's start off on the daily time frame. I went here on the replay mode because this trade was already over a week ago. So that way we don't see what's been happening recently. We only see what we were looking at when the trade was taken. On the daily chart, you can see how the direction of the market was correct. One of the rules was not followed, where the market had a bearish candle when I entered in. The reason for that was because since the previous candle was so strong, that is an exception that you can make. The current candle doesn't have to be bullish. It should be, but it doesn't have to be if you're very confident on where you're entering in, and if the previous candles or candle was very strong in your direction. The idea is having at least the last 5 to 10 candles starting to go in your direction. Going from there down into the 4 hour chart, here's where you can start marking the structure points. You see, for example, we have a major low down here, a higher low, and another higher low right there, which is where the entry was taken. Going down into the 1 hour time frame, you see how the candle that bounced off of support had a wick rejection entry, and that is your entry confirmation. So you guys can see this is very simple. I'm not going to try to make this any harder than it looks, but there are some concepts that you guys need to constantly remind yourselves of in order to trade this profitably. The most important one is that when you feel a little bit confused, or you want to be sure that you know where the market is going, you always want to zoom out and get a bigger picture of what is happening. That is the #1 piece of advice that you guys need to take from this video. Zoom out and see where the market is going. Once you do that, you guys can actually start to follow this simple strategy. It's called Ride the Wave. It's very simplistic. There's a lot of different ways to find these markets, and there is a lot of different things you can do to make it more effective, such as the 50 EMA, such as a Fibonacci retracement tool. There are a lot of things that you can add on top of this, but this is a very simplistic strategy that can honestly start to get you results as soon as this week, if you start to implement it and if you start riding the wave correctly. With that said, if you're serious about becoming a profitable trader easier and faster, click the link below to become a part of the Ride the Wave team. And if you'd rather continue watching my free content, then stay tuned because we have some great content coming soon. I'll see you in the next